Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today we're going to be doing more Christmas DIYs and decor, and it's going to be like Scandinavian inspired. So I have been loving this decor style for the past couple of years. I've been incorporating it more and more into my Christmas decor, my holiday decor. So I thought it was about time that I made a full video of DIYs dedicated to it. I've got a bunch to show you today. I have like a huge Pinterest board going with just like inspiration ideas, and I went to the craft store the other day and just bought a bunch of things that I thought I could turn into easy DIYs. I have a lot that I want to show you today, so let's get started. This is an old candle jar that I cleaned out after the candle was done, and then I also picked up this wood bead garland from the craft store. And what I did was just glue the garland right to the jar to make a really pretty vase. This is the simplest project. I added a bit of hot glue right to the bottom and began wrapping the garland around, and I would stop and glue it at different points just to make sure that it wasn't going to fall off when it was done. But that is all you have to do. You just have to wrap the garland all the way up to the top of the vase, gluing it intermittently. And then when I got to the top, there was a little bit of extra garland left. So what I did was just cut off the last few beads, and then I took some more glue and just glued the end of the string right onto the bead itself, and then glued all of that onto the top of the jar. It makes such a pretty and unique looking vase, and I love it. For these trees, I'm using some oven baked clay, and I'm just rolling it out using a candle because that's what I had lying around. And then I cut out these tree shapes and just laid them right on top of the clay and used my X-Acto knife to cut around it, basically just like tracing with my knife. Then I pulled off the excess clay and I had this really cute little tree. So I made two different sizes, a bigger one and then a smaller one, and then I just baked them according to the package instructions. So once they were baked and nice and cool and they hardened up, I decided to paint them because although the clay was white, it did have some specks of other colors in it, so I wanted it to be a uniform color, so I did this sort of off-white color, and then I want to be able to stand them up. So in order to do this, I took a small wood dowel and then these little craft corks that came 2 in a pack, and I carved a little hole in the top of the cork, and then I just put some hot glue onto the back of the tree and glued the dowel right onto it, and that's going to act as like the little tree trunk. And then I added a bit of hot glue onto the bottom of that and stuck it right in the cork, and now they can stand up and are really cute on display. If you've watched my channel before, you know I love a good wire bending project, so I decided to try this one out. I've got some 12 gauge copper wire and some wooden beads, and I strung a bunch of the beads onto the wire, and then I printed out this little star shape. So to start off, you want to have a few inches of just straight wire at the top, and you can tape that down, and then begin bending it around the shape. Now, I've never done this with beads on the wire before, so it was a little bit more tricky. But the nice part about this wire is it's super easy to bend, and it's very forgiving. If you make a mistake, you can undo it and go back and rebend it. So basically I just followed that shape all the way around until I got back up to the top, and then I bent the wire around itself into a hoop so I can hang it on my tree. I love the look of twinkle lights on anything this time of year, so I got these plastic clear ornaments from the craft store, and I took the top off and started to feed some twinkle lights right inside the ornament. Then I put the top right back on to the ornament, and you can see it sort of has like these little grooves in the metal top, so the string of fairy lights kind of fits perfectly in between those. And then I left a little bit of space and started to feed the next bit of the strand into the next ornament. Put the top back on and repeated that process. So I did 3 of these all in one strand, and you can see you'll be able to hang it up like that. And I actually decided to wrap it around this faux pine branch so that I could hang it up. You could do this on like a wall or anything like that on your door, and you can just hide the battery pack. You can secure it behind the pine and hang it up, and it looks so pretty. For these trees, I'm using these paper mache cones, and I'm going to wrap them in different materials. So the first one, the bigger one, I started with this sort of like grayish black twine. Now this did take quite a while because I'm particular about things and I wanted the twine to be perfectly even. So I glued large sections at a time of the twine and just made sure I was wrapping it perfectly even around it. Like I said, it did take me a long time to do this one, maybe like 40 minutes. I don't know, I might be exaggerating, but it took a while. So for the next one, I decided to use this bigger yarn, and this cone was also smaller, but the bigger yarn was perfect because it didn't need much wrapping at all. So I just did 2 different materials, which I actually kind of liked the contrast of the 2. And then when I got to the top, I had picked up these little wooden stars, so I decided to glue those on top as well to make it look like a little Christmas tree. And to give back to you guys, my subscribers this holiday season, I'm actually doing a giveaway for you of a Cleverfox planner. I talked about these on my channel last year, and I have to have my planner with me at all times. It keeps me sane, and these planners are amazing. They're non-dated, so if you skip a week or you're like on vacation and you don't use it, you don't have to feel badly about wasting a week. So that's pretty amazing. And this is a daily planner, and it has all sorts of things in it. It's got habit trackers and affirmations, inspiration, just everything that you'll need to keep motivated and kind of keep your life organized and on track, which is so important. You'll also be getting this sticker book with all of these stickers. How cute are they? And I love using stickers in my planner because it just sort of like keeps me motivated to use it, making it look all pretty, which is really helpful. So in order to enter this giveaway, it's going to be done all through my Instagram. So you just have to go over to my Instagram, which is Katie Bookser. I will also leave the link in the description box, but it's like the easiest giveaway to enter. And I'm so excited for one of you to win this planner and sticker set. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more videos, click this playlist right here for some of my favorite Christmas DIYs, and I'll see you over there.